Today's Wednesday, September 10th. Surprise, it's Gabriella Paul in for Sky LeBron, and this is the Bay Blend from WUSF. Today we'll take you along to a silent book club in Tampa, plus you'll get some ideas to celebrate making it halfway to the weekend. But first, here's the news. Yesterday was special election day in Tampa to fill City Council's District 5 seat. It was left vacant by Gwen Henderson, who died in June. It's headed to a runoff election now, since none of the several candidates got 50% of the vote. Top vote getters Thomas Scott and Nia Young will face off on October 28th. USF is hiring Rob Higgins to lead the athletics department. Well, formally his title will be CEO of athletics, and that's a big deal. It's the first time the USF athletics director is getting a C-suite job title. Higgins was previously with the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. He's the guy to thank for several high-profile sporting events coming to Tampa, like 2 Super Bowls, a few NCAA Women's Final Four matchups, and a college football playoff national championship. And if you haven't noticed, being an AD is more like running a business these days. That's where Higgins comes in. If you're keeping track, today is the unofficial peak of the hurricane season. We're telling you this because so far there's only been 6 named storms, and Aaron's the only hurricane. The National Hurricane Center says you have to go all the way back to 1992 to find a September 10th where there hasn't been a storm in the Atlantic. But as we know, the hurricane season lasts until November 30th, so keep your fingers crossed. While the Rays are obligated to play next season at the Trop, where the team will play in the long run is still the million-dollar question. Well, actually, it's a $1.7 billion question. That's what owner Stu Sternberg has agreed to sell the team for. Ahead of a final sale, the new ownership group is considering new locations for the ballpark. As of yesterday, the Tampa Bay Times reports there's been talks of a new stadium site on the Dale Mabry campus of Hillsborough College. And still on the table is waterfront property in Ybor, previously eyed for a women's professional soccer stadium. A while back, your beloved host, Sky LeBron, dropped in on a brewery in Tampa that takes a different take on book club. Here he is.
Reading is great, especially when it's the stuff you're interested in, but life is really busy, and carving out time to actually make a dent in a book can be hard. You could create that time by joining book clubs, but there are caveats to that, like the book the club wants you to read might just suck, or you have to read at a crazy fast pace before the next meetup, plus Brittany raises her hand way too much during the discussion portion. Well, Tampa's Silent Book Club might be your fit in that case. It's worked well for Rihanna Vaughn. I talked to her at one of their recent meetups at Angry Chair Brewing in Tampa.
It's really nice to just be able to go and read and not have to be like overtly social, but still have people around and have the opportunity to talk if you see someone or if you have like downtime in between reading. But there's no pressure to have to do anything. You can just be a fly on the wall if you want.
It works like this. The group meets at a local brewery or coffee shop a couple times a month. You bring a book, mingle for a 30-minute social time, then you sit down and open your book for a 1-hour silent reading time. Shannon Murphy says she started the club so people could have a sense of community about books, even if they're not reading the same one.
New people that come up, you can come by yourself or with a friend who doesn't really like to read if you don't feel like coming alone, and you have an easy into a conversation asking somebody what they're reading.
They even bring along a little library, so if the book you came with ain't hitting like you needed to, there's other options. During the social time I visited, folks were striking up a lot of conversations in the beginning, to the point where I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to read the 3rd Dune book I've been trying to get to. Then it was quiet time. Seriously, here's the peak noise during the silent reading hour. And that dude got kicked out for coughing too loud. Just kidding. But it was really quiet. Personally, I got through like another 45 pages of Children of Dune. Still have no idea what's going on in the book, but that's a me problem. And like me, Aaron David Henry was a rookie trying out the Silent Book Club for the first time.
Here I am about 100 pages in now, and I finally got to the good part, so I'm like, dang, thank you, book club.
He says he could see why people like it so much.
It's a good way to meet people, you know. There's a lot of like similar age people, early 30s, like young professional adults or unprofessional adults. I don't know these people yet, but that's kind of what you're here to do. Like, you can definitely meet some friends and like-minded people, so you just never know. You're going to come read, hang out, maybe get a little buzz, maybe meet some new people. It's just like a good way to spend your Saturday, Sunday mornings.
Yeah, you could be 2 beers in at like noon and feel accomplished because you actually did some reading. So
exactly. I'm going to go home and sit on the couch all day and watch sports because it's an amazing slate. And I literally got out of the house because I was like, I can't be on the couch all day. I'll take 2.5, 3 hours, go read, hang out with my buddy.
So take it from Aaron. It's a good time. Shannon says some people listen to audiobooks too, which is low-key cheating in my opinion. Is that really reading? My brother and I have had genuine arguments about this. Anyways, you can find the Tampa Silent Book Club on Instagram and Facebook. They're always updating when and where the next meeting is.
I asked Sky. He said he still hasn't finished Dune. Lame. He also has the hot take that listening to an audiobook doesn't count as reading. So come on, chime in on this heated debate. You can leave a comment wherever you're listening and let us know what you're reading these days, whether it's via audiobook, which counts as reading, or physical book. And if the most exciting thing about Silent Book Club sounds like the silence, well, this might be right up your alley. The Clearwater Zen Center is hosting beginner's meditation tonight at 7. I'm glad they put the beginners in there because if you've ever tried to sit still and not think about what you're thinking about, well, then you know meditating is an advanced skill. Tickets are on Eventbrite. It's pay what you can. And still on that side of the bridge, tomorrow night, Dirty Laundry is mashing up two of my favorite things. It's a speakeasy comedy night. I wish I could tell you more, but there's a secret comedy lineup, which is honestly very on brand for a quote-unquote secret bar. And doors open at 7. If your New Year's resolution was to finally write that dystopian novel you've been thinking about forever, or your personal memoir because you swear your life is just that interesting, well, there's a group of writers who want to read what you've got. This free writers group meets up every other week at Hot Wax Ybor. The next one is this Thursday. It's open to all levels and genres. Just show up. And that's what's up in the Bay today. If you like what you hear, consider jumping over to WUSF.org and donating to support the pod. If you didn't know, the Bay Blend is made with love every day by your public radio station. WUSF is totally community funded by listeners like you. So give us a shout out if you donate. We'll say thanks. And that's all for now. Have a wonderful Wednesday.